morning. Good morning. Let's get me out of here. Nobody cares about my big face. We want to see the big board. Now, we're going to have a lot because we have some updates happening to the site. We're all thrilled because it's only going to get crazier here, and it's only going to get easier to profit. So let's immediately get on out here. What we're doing, folks, ladies and gentlemen, across the entire globe is beating the market. It's as simple as that. We have found an edge, and that edge comes from mispriced lines that are off. Everywhere else has price A, and we found one book that has price B. So who's more likely to make a mistake? The 9 books that are sitting on A or the one book that's sitting on B? And all we're doing is just adding numbers and adding and making sure that it continues to validate our process. And yes, it's not often that I do wear the same thing 2 days in a row, but it's a sweatshirt, and it's a Philadelphia Eagles sweatshirt. And you're damn right that for the next year or so, I'm going to wear out as much Eagles shit as I possibly can. Roberto, thank you. We hit 2 of 3 show parlays yesterday. Welcome back, including somebody at the end of today. We're going to announce a winner is going to get that hundo. And you know what? We're going to do it again. We got a 50% parlay boost over at FanDuel. We're going to do it again. Now, this is an interesting question. What I would do here, Rusty, is I would hit the I button. I'll show you right now in my portfolio. We're going to start from scratch, but I do have a couple of things that are popping here, right? Oh, my goodness. What a day it was yesterday. We hit 2 show parlays, the NBA and our same game parlay boost also in the NBA. NHL did not come through, such is life. In this case, though, we got a couple of bets here. So, again, right away, there's an over. Right away. All of you out there, you've never been over. You ever been over? When am I going to see it over out here? We got an over. It's the very first one that we can see. All right? I'm going to bet it as you bet it. We're going to do this thing together. All right? Jakob Poeltl right there. Get Olynyk out of here for a second. Over 7.5 rebounds. So where does the edge come from? Well, just look real quick. 3%. FanDuel has this over minus 120. It might be the alt 8+. It might simply be the over 7.5. I'll tell you right now, because these things fluctuate, and that's where there's some value. It's just something's off. 8+ rebounds is minus 120. Look at this. Everywhere else, minus 150. The true odds of this bet sit at minus 128. So we're beating minus 128. No other book, these greedy bastards, no other book is willing to offer anything better than minus 128, which is just fair value. Forget edge. That's just zero. Like no edge, just fair value. What does all of this mean? We just got a really good bet without having to do anything. We just got a really strong bet edge right here. Near 3%. Let's add Strus. This is going to be our other one here. Max Strus under 4.5 boards. This is dipped earlier. This was 5.5. In fact, it was the one that I put out at Shander Bet. So make sure you're following along there. Strus under 4.5 rebounds. This is our first parlay. Let's see what it is. Let's see what it looks. Plus 284. Go ahead. Slam away. I'm going to put a half unit on this. 2 legs near 3-1. And all we did is just use the same exact process. And this is on autopilot. Just set it and forget it in the truest form. Half unit to win $142. Let's go. We're in. Hopefully you are too. So this is it right away. You can see we had a big day yesterday. Thrilled about that. Showing you the parlay process. Let's go. Thanks, Rusty. Appreciate that. News God's in the house. Bloomfield's in the house. Absolutely love this. I'm focused on the Arnold Palmer today. Tournament winners tomorrow. But I am trying to track down Ben Raza for the tail show that I do with Eric Lindquist this afternoon. And hopefully we can get a sneak peek. I'm with you, brother. Cold as ice, bro, too. There's really a 1? Or is 2 like your favorite number? Because I'm shocked. Like, that's dope. And I salute. But I'm surprised that they would not give you the number 1 on that one. Roberto wants to go full unit. Well, look. Cold as ice wants to do big things. Roberto wants to go full unit on the parlay. Who am I to stop you? Who am I to say no to any of this? Let's dive in. Let's do it. So I told you we made some pretty significant updates to what's available overall to bet. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to delete everything and I'm going to start over. And I'm going to show you here as I delete that there's going to be a lot of opportunity depending on where the books that I can bet. So I'm just going to show you my personal experience and how I need to build around stuff. But ultimately, as I've mentioned plenty of times before, you can start your 7-day free trial and I'll help you build your first portfolio. Hit me up at ShanderBets. DM me. Where's my guy from yesterday? Did not DM me. Come on. I'm here for you. I'm openly here for you. Consider it office hours. The show goes on even after we get off. It's a 30-minute hangout where we build. And all I'm asking for you is just follow up and let me build your first portfolio. Let's have some fun. Because I think a lot of this is the process, right? Like if you're coming from the DFS world, it's you're hand building. We're hand building our portfolio. We're going through and fine tuning. We're looking at everything possible that's working, and we're eliminating stuff that's not working. That's the biggest thing. Let's go ahead. New portfolio for me. I don't know what this is going to be. Balanced, everything like that, right? I don't want to, just going to select. Well, I'm going to go with bets that I know, right? Here's what we're going to do. Where I can bet. I can bet at Caesars. Okay. I can bet at FanDuel. I can bet at Fliff. I can bet at Onyx. And that's pretty much it that's available to me right now in PA. I can bet at 365. I just don't know. It's very wonky, very wonky. And this is it. Like, I just want to see what's going on. All right. So my very first portfolio. Now, what I want to do here is open this in the lab because I want to dive into it. I just created this, right? Now I want to dive into it. I want to see what's working. So you can go last 30 days. I'm going to go current season. I'm going to go the NBA. And I just want to see, again, which books that I know I can bet. FanDuel, Caesars, Fliff, Onyx. Wow, this is really bad. 365. This is it, Everything open. It's just the NBA. Everything's open. I'm going to start with a 2% edge here. Just because I'm a little greedy, I know that I may get a little less volume of good bets, but I'll get better bets, if that makes sense. More profitable bets over time is the key. So there we go. We just previewed results. Let's see what's working. And you'll see like, oh, here's steals. This is now new. This has popped up, right? So even though it's just one bet, that's still fine. We've opened up a couple of these markets here. And overall, I can just dive down and see what specifically is working. Right? So Onyx, everything at Onyx is working. 22%. Fantastic. Caesars, right? 3-pointers, 2%. Now, again, this is a 2% edge. 2% edge. So not as many bets are popping up, 2% or higher. But look, the ones that are few and far between are absolutely crushing. So that's just to look at it from 2%. You could drop it at 1%. You could drop it at 0%. That's fine. I'm just trying to tighten up a little bit of the edge. So look at this. Onyx, and making sure that you can see this at the bottom. Beautiful. That's why I asked. Okay. Because I would be shocked, and I would definitely hit that up and say that is shocking to me if somebody else had it. That's exactly what I thought. All right. Beautiful. Appreciate you climbing. Hey, at ShanderBets is the best way to get me here. And thank you, because I actually have a banner, and Roberto keeping me up on my toes here. I didn't even put the banner up. This is how wild it's been. Let's see what else we got. Appreciate you. Does this work with Canadian books? You can bet with American books in Canada. You should be able to bet. Correct me if I'm wrong, Sheldon, but can you bet at Onyx and Fliff up in Canada? If you can, I know you can bet like FanDuel, things along those lines. Our app does work. We do have options in Canada, specifically like you can say where you are, what location, right? And Alberta, British Columbia, Manitoba. Where are you? You don't have to tell us specifically down to the street, but I mean, if you're hanging in Ontario or Manitoba or anywhere in between, you're in good shape. We got you here. That's all. That's all this really is. So we go back down here and you can start to see, right, as I preview my results, that everything that comes from Fliff and Onyx is going to return a strong ROI. So I can essentially just put those two together. Yeah, we've got underdog, brother. All right. Now, I can't bet at underdog, but I can go through some underdog stuff for you. All right. Gorilla Trap. Look at that. We went 2 for 3 on show parlays. We just built one right now. Jakob Pertl and Max Christie, our NBA show parlay. Does the OS rating matter? This is a really good question, AZ. I think it does in the sense of it's our blend of a rating. But I think what you'll see from preference, and this is just preference, it doesn't discount or discredit the OS rating, but I think what you'll see from a standpoint of preference, that's Eric Lindquist, is most people sort by EV because that's truly the definition of where your edge is. Love Ontario. I was in Canada for 2 movies for Hallmark. As I build this here for you, we're going to do Fliff, everything for Fliff, including threes. That's fine. But mainly assist points, PRA, rebounds. Same thing here. Everything is working. All of the player props that we see for Fliff and Onyx. So I can take off 365 for now, and I can take off FanDuel for now, and I'm just going to leave it. I'm just going to leave anything that pops up in the NBA is returning gold. So this is my new one. All right. This is going to be Onyx / what? Fliff. NBA. And there we go. It's in. And I can show it to you right away. But as you know, I also have FanDuel and I have Caesars. So we have to go back and we have to build specifically. So let's start at Caesars here. Again, NBA, same process, same thing. Just walking you through this. Absolutely, I can build a Hard Rock portfolio. Give me 1 sec. Roberto, you read my mind. I got 19 minutes. Trust me. We're going to build an NHL parlay before we get out of here. We're going to build a 50% parlay boost in the NBA before we get out of here. I got you. I got you. All right, so I'll stop being greedy here. Let's build a Hard Rock profile. All right, let's go current season. I have to change my state. That's fine. No problem here. We're doing this for AZ, right? One of the best, most underrated rappers of all time. Not sure if that's the same AZ. I would be shocked, but you never know in this world. Let's see. New Jersey. And we're going to go right to the Hard Rock Casino, Sportsbook. All right, everything's open. Leagues, everything's open. Okay, this is it. Like everything. Let's create a new one here. There we go. Okay. All right. And I am going to go for you, AZ. I'm going to go 1%. All right. I promise I got you. Let's go 1% here. Look, a 1% edge. Again, if you're building DFS lineups in a GPP tournament and you've got $1.50 lineups in there, and I've told you that you've got a 1% edge that you're applying, that especially over time, but that slight edge is the difference between profit and not. Not every single time, but over time it's proven. So don't scoff at like, oh, 1%. You put 9% in here, you won't get any bets. It's very difficult. You'll get like 1 or 2, but the point is that you still want to sweep as much as you can with the net. So let's just see, my friend, what's working for Hard Rock. What is working for Hard Rock? NBA, NHL, college basketball. Let's just start there. All bets. Everything is working. Everything. So essentially what I could do is I could just leave it and tag the NHL, the NBA, and the NCAA. That's it. Basketball. And say, whatever pops up, I'm going to bet no matter what. Now, rebounds don't return a great ROI, even though they're only 11 posted. Assists in college basketball don't really either. In fact, threes do, and that's pretty damn good. But other than that, I don't think I'm racing here. I don't think I'm racing to bet a lot of college basketball on Hard Rock. I really don't. And while the three-point market is fine, it's fair, and absolutely deserves maybe one of its own, I personally don't want to include it on this. So let's do this. NBA, NHL. Hey, what do you think? What do you think it's going to look like? Green? Probably. Everything is working. In fact, there isn't one actual market here that's returning a minus ROI. So yeah, this is it. This is it. Just go to current season, Hard Rock, all bet types. Don't even click a bet category. Go to NBA and NHL. EV range at 1%, and you are set. And that's your exactly to the T. That is your Hard Rock Portfolio AZ. And now we know that everything is working. Yeah, Nomad Hiker has been crushing Hard Rock, absolutely dominating Hard Rock. All right, so we got to keep going here for me. All right, I got to go back to the NBA because we may have a bet on Caesars, although a lot of this is going to be, I think, on FanDuel for us. Let me get back to PA. It's going to take a matter of seconds. Our Canadian friend up in Ontario is hanging with us. A lot of you out there. We got people. Singapore, somebody was weighing in. Just want to see what's working on Caesars. I'm going to go 2% here. I can bet I can actually get 2 units down at Caesars, so I do. And that's why I want to increase this to 2%. It's Coffee Bets. Hit the thumbs up button on YouTube if you're watching. Appreciate that. All right, let's do this. See what's working here. Oh, come on, man. Come on. Get rid of the Hard Rock, will you? I thought we were out of here. This is just me being an idiot. There's nothing wrong. This is all user. All user. Me just knowing that I should have unclicked that ahead of time and being pig-headed and a moron. And yes, you can be both. I didn't know if you knew that, but you can be both. Ask my wife. She'll tell you. You can absolutely be both. Everything's working here. Even points. Okay, I'll grind out some points bets, right? I'll grind them out. That's not enough to. In fact, if that were minus 0.8%, I would jump on that too. Everything's working for Caesars. No need to go crazy here. This is it, right at 2%. Caesars, NBA. All right. I'm in. Last one's going to be FanDuel. Okay. And this one, just to show you how it works in the NBA, is going to be a little trickier. Not as far as like building it, but it's just going to be a matter of, all right, not everything is working. And again, I'm going to go 2% here. Current season, league, NBA. Just show me what's working in hoops at a 2% edge. That's all. The beauty of this is it's autopilot. And all I have is points and rebounds. That's it. That's all I care about, points and rebounds. Player props, points and rebounds. Nothing else matters. I'm not going to do any Metallica for you. Don't worry. I don't know it well enough. All right. FanDuel, NBA. We just created 3 portfolios where I can bet, showing you actually the 4th one on Hard Rock. Let's build some parlays. Let's do it. See if there's anything that's popping first and foremost of my portfolios. Always curious. Okay, so Pirtle is still up there, right? I got him. I put him on there and Lindy's and Friends. So I'm going to get rid of him. I'm going to get rid of him too. And James Harden. That's it. Like that's all I have available. But that's because of my settings, right? If I go to the parlay builder and we have ourselves, let's say, I don't know, a 50% profit boost on parlays. I believe that's this stupid thing here, right? If I go, is this the one? Yeah, they are pretty damn profitable. Mark Harris, thank you, sir. This is awesome. No, Mark, I'm a fan of you, brother. First and foremost, thank you. Thank you for signing up, for being here, for just being a part of all of this. And look, there's a link. We'll put it up there. It should be below my tweet. I'll have to do 2 things at once here, which is fine. As long as I'm talking, I feel like it's a little easier to do 2 things at once, because one of those things, it's actually 3 things at once. I'm actually juggling. I'm talking to you. Well, I guess not, because I'm not moving my mouse, and we're not talking about that god awful promo that we have. But you know what? I don't care who the promo is. I don't care who's pushing the promo. I'm in. All right. So you can start your free 7-day trial as Mark Harris did. Jump on. I think the biggest thing for us is making sure that you're comfortable, making sure that you're educated, making sure that you understand how the tools work. Because without that, it's really difficult, right, to just jump in and be like, hey, man, I'm good to go. I am good to go. Well, not all the time. And that stuff's hard, truly. Are you kidding me? All right, that's fine. I'll refresh on that. Let's build us here a parlay. We know what we have. We know what we have at 50% on FanDuel. Let's roll. So here, Just going to bring it back. It's the NBA. I want to make sure, again, the terms here. 3+ leg parlay, same game parlay plus. So it can be anything. All right. We can absolutely do anything right here. Oh, boy. I love it. We've got some stuff right now on the Parlay Builder that is cooking. Let's see. 3% edge here with Josh Giddey. Sign me up. Jakob Poeltl. Sign me up. Now, this is where it gets interesting, right? We could get greedy and run the same game parlay, knowing that we're getting this boost, and we do have a slight edge with Donovan Mitchell staying under 36.5 PRA, or you go under 27.5 Brunson points. What do you think? Chat, any suggestions? There's no wrong answer, by the way. And the only thing you're going to do is apply analysis, which I know I tell you every time, like, don't do. But you know what? Let's have some fun. I mean, come on. Let's vote on this one, please. What exactly do you think is the better play? Is it under 36.5 PRA for Donovan Mitchell, or is it the Jalen Brunson stab? Is that it? Is that the better option? Let's see what the chat says. Because I think if looking at this, it doesn't really matter. Donovan. Yeah, I don't know. Are we fading Donovan? Brunson. Brunson does have a higher X win. Smart man. Bro, Mark Harris been on here for 2 days, and he's dropping the X win differential. Hands up. Appreciate you, man. That was it. Let's go with Brunson. Beautiful call right there. Okay, so this is it. Now we're in. Don't worry, I'm going to show you all 3 legs. So we've got Josh Giddey. See how this works? Woo! I'm excited for this parlay. Aren't you? This is also, remember, going to be our 50% parlay boost. So let me put this in here, and we can go through exactly, assuming that everything is here. I should be doing it simultaneously. But again, it's like doing all these things at once, right? Now Draymond Green is in there. Oh, boy. Okay. Let's swap Draymond out. Okay, so we swap Draymond out with Brunson. Brunson, I think, might be gone anyway. Okay, so this is fine. So Draymond Green is in there. Josh Giddey is in there. Under 22.5. Oh, pardon me. Over 22.5 PRA for Draymond. Under 33.5 PRA for Josh Giddey. And we have Jakob Poeltl in there as well. Over 7.5 rebounds. Are you kidding me? 2 overs at plus 592 on FanDuel? What? Come on. You can't ever complain again. I should have said that when we hit the parlay, but I know better because those things are few and far, dime a dozen, anything and everything in between, variance, what have you. But yeah, this is at 592. 50% profit boost is plus 888. We just hit one yesterday. Throw me your Twitter handle, your social handle, at whatever it is. If this hits, someone hits $100. We just did this last night. We're going to do it again. It's in there for me. I'm in. Plus 888. This is our same game parlay boost, 50% parlay boost over there on FanDuel. All right? Love it. I can't wait for this thing to hit. Jefferson, man. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. Those were good times. It feels like forever ago. It's 2025. I can't even, I was on the air in 2017, but I don't think it was long after that. I think it was like 2018, maybe something like that. It's been a long time. I don't miss it. Love doing TV and just being here, of course. This is where all my time is now, and that's fantastic. What's up, Badera in the house? All right, Alex put his up there. That's it, right? At AL Jonesy. That's it. 2 units on it. My goodness, brother. You are beasting right now on this. Man, I'm going to show you something at WNBA before we get out of here. Told you that last time. Let's build another one, shall we? Let's build one. Let's see if there's anything at all popping in the NHL for Caesars. Do y'all do Caesars, or is this a turnoff? Is this like, I don't know, we can't do Caesars here. Only FanDuel. Is this FanDuel only? That's fine. We'll be FanDuel. But I am curious just if anything's popping. Nothing's even popping, so don't worry about it. You're safe. You're good. Let's go back to FanDuel. Why not? We're going to get bets, at least. We know that. There is a boost available. There's nothing going on in the NHL right now. That's fine. That's fine. It's really just the NBA. I'll build you one on DraftKings if you want. A lot of you are out there on DraftKings. That's fine. I can't bet it, but in good faith we go. Let's see what we got. Last parlay before we get out of here. Free bet. Take advantage of this. Or, pardon me. You're getting free bets. Take advantage of the 7-day free trial, right? It's below. There's a link posted below this very video at Shander Bets, if you will, on Twitter. All right, let's do it. FanDuel. Yeah, Chris, I got you. There are a couple of people. You know what? I'm sorry. Let's do that. A lot of you have asked about underdog. Kawhi for 25 points. We can look up where he stands as far as just if, in fact, it's plus EV, meaning from a market-based approach. Let's see what we see here. Is he even on the board? Nope. It's fine. That's pretty interesting. Thought that we would see that. All right, look, you may be getting ahead of it, to be honest with you. Let's do this. Oh, come on. Pick 'em top bets. Okay. So, sleeper, we have everything here that's going to pop up, right? And we can build for sure. Okay. Here we go. Come on. Naz Reid under 9.5 rebounds. Again, this is the same thing. I just want you to be clear. We're using the same exact process, the same exact approach when it comes to finding edge at underdog, finding edge at sleeper, wherever it may be, right? Andre Drummond cooked after last night. Guy comes off a career night. I mean, my goodness. So you've got a 3-card play right here on underdog where we've just applied the same exact line of thinking, the same exact process, and no zero, even negative analysis. Like the time it takes to just come out and say, I'm not providing an out. We didn't even do that. We just went right with the tool. So there you can do it again for Pick'em. It's fine. You can race around. If you want to take this off too and see what else is available to you, Sleeper is out here. You're going to find a bunch of different things, right? I showed you the underdog stuff. Oh, these are minus EV, so we want to get away from that and go underdog. It's fine. It's where I am. That's why. In PA, but we go. I don't know. Where's the state that you can play this shit, right? California? All right. Well, we'll figure it out. I don't play Pick'em, but I knew I could get you. I knew I could get you underdog. And to be fair, I got you underdog. All right. And I got you a 3-leg underdog card that you can run. Show that to Eric Lindquist and say, hey, Shander built this with the tools. What are your thoughts? Actually, don't even say with the tools because he'll be obligated to say, oh, it's great. It's fantastic, even if he doesn't like it, because, of course, he is a valued, trusted member of our company. But if you omit the phrase with the tools and you simply say or state in this case, hey, Lindy, Shander built this 3-card action over at underdog. Reed under 9.5 boards, Hallie under 19.5 points, Andre under 23.5 PRA. Thoughts? He's still going to say, great. Sign me up. I'm involved. O's Ben. 365 is not fantastic anywhere. And anyone that's telling you is lying to you. I'll give you that. I'll give you that cold, hard truth. There is nobody that's working successfully, at least, with Bet365's API and ability to track odds. There's just nobody that's doing it. They are pains in the asses. Massive pains in the asses. Let's see what we have. On the way out, 2 parlays. Your show parlay at the start. The massive, mega 888 parlay that we built with a 50% boost. Hit me up. I see at Gorilla Trap. I saw a couple of others. Hit me up. Give me your social tag. And if we hit this, you're going to win $100. Simple and plain. All we need to do is hit that. Not this one. This is the underdog one. I can't play this. Let's go back and see if there's anything else that popped up in my portfolio for the NBA. That's all I want to see. Nope, nothing. Cool. All right, let's get to this here from Jamie on the way out. How do you go about setting up your portfolio with the start of a new season? Excellent point. And I'm going to do this here for you. I know I said I'd do this last time, right? There we go. Keep them coming. Bourne's in the house. I know I said I'd do this last time, but we're at the end. I don't want to keep teasing this by any means. Let's go back to the lab. All right. Back to the lab. Man, I am dating myself. Eric B. and Rock Kemp. Jeez, what is next? You put milk in my coffee for the first time, I don't know, ever. And I just ran out of time. I could not go back and get a new one. The line was too long. I couldn't go in. It was all this. I just took it, suffered through it. Let's look at MLB. Again, I'm in Pennsylvania. If you want, I would tag the bets you can bet. Let's just say for the hypothetical purposes, my friend, you can bet at all of these books. All right. MLB. It's the same thing. We're using the previous season's results and we're just looking at what worked, right? Go 1%. That's fine. Give me books, give me bets, show me what worked. And this is exactly what you're going to find here in MLB. Now, not everything worked. All right. Home runs were a disaster last year. We fine-tuned. I am so confident about that. But look, RBI, you're grinding. Hey, I'll take a 2.5% edge across the season all day. Near 4% edge for strikeouts. Yeah, you probably want to go back to those markets more often than not. Total bases, it's a grind, but you're profiting. So I would start and say, okay, let me go to my first book here, whatever that may be, and it's Caesars. Let's just look real quick at what's working for Caesars. And in this case, total bases, that's enough for me. Like, okay, you technically did not profit, but I still think you can get away with variance and being on the other side of that. For sure. It's not enough to scare me, but for the purposes of building here, that's fine. If it's red, stay away. Home runs, okay, they actually worked. Smaller sample size, but they worked. That's fine. Outs, it's super small. Stay away from that. RBI, yes. Total strikeouts, yes. And I think from there, it's RBI, strikeouts, pitching outs, and home runs. And you can build that accordingly. Absolutely build that accordingly. Now, what happens if there's a sport that you don't watch but you want to bet? This is the way. The top-down, market-based approach is the way. I will just open this thing up. We're not even looking at anything but a 1% edge last year in the WNBA. These are our tools. I don't care if you're an Angel Reese fan. I don't care if you're a Caitlin Clark fan. I don't care who or what you choose to watch when it comes to entertainment value for the WNBA, or more importantly, if you actively choose to ignore the league. I ain't watching that. I got no time for this shit. Screw the whatever it may be. Our tools, the only two people that I see from an originator standpoint beat the WNBA similar to what we do, Alex Baker, as you all know, Awesemo, and Zay the Goat from DTO, who's one of our fine cappers over on the tail site. That's it. And other than that, it's our tools. It's our tools. It's our tools. Every single bet that was available across the entire spectrum of bets from a 1% edge above returned a near 10% ROI. You took home 77,000. This is if you just loaded up all of your books and you just bet every single possible plus EV bet available to you from a 2% edge or higher, and you profited $77,000. Over 77 and a half, in fact, 77,652. That's insane, man. That's insane. I'll show you my picket tomorrow. I'm self-producing. Sorry, Josh. Ridiculous. There you go. Now, why would you be surprised? You know, if I didn't have bosses and shareholders and people to answer to here, I'd give you the whole entire microphone theme. In fact, I used to kill when I have like 10 or 15 minutes left of a detention in high school. I used to kill that by doing a full rendition of Microphone Fiend because I could slow it up in my head to get it to about 5 minutes, just about 5 minutes. So I could go through 3 times. I was a fiend before I became a teen. I melted microphones, standing colas, the ice cream, music, and I could keep going and going and going. And I would do like 3 times over, and that would be 15 minutes, and I'm done. I'm out. Study hall, detention, class, wife's yelling at you. It works for everything. You are absolutely welcome out there. All right. Yeah. I mean, my God. Cameron Brink is definitely worth the watch. Mark Harris, we got you, brother. We got you. All right. Shout out to Gorilla Trap. Won the hundo from yesterday. We're out of here. We're back. Again, if you haven't hit me up with your tag, make sure you do it. We built a show parlay in the NBA, nice little 2-legger. We built the same game or the parlay boost, the 50% parlay boost. I got you. It's plus 88. I'll share it at Shander Bets. I'll put the link out there as well. But you being here means that you're eligible to win the hundo. I tell you what, we just have to hit one. We just have to hit one of the 2 parlays, and we'll give out $100 to somebody who's watching here. Thank you, as always, for being a part of this thing. And we are back, tomorrow, 10 a.m.? Cannot wait.